Are you looking for the perfect kit for your content creation, streaming, or other selfish needs? Well, Joby has you covered. Joby just released this Beamo Creative Kit. Basically, it's a key light and background light and microphone kit with a stand and phone holder that kind of hopes to give you the all-in-one package you need to start creating content on your own. It comes with three main things. One being this little background key light. That'd be used for like background streaming or like some kind of backlight that looks nice and ambiance right in your room.
Cut. I'm gonna be honest. I say the word ambiance a lot in this video, and what I really mean is ambience, like, you know, the mood and lighting in the room. Please just go with me. Sorry. Okay, back to the video. Sorry.
And the cool thing about it is it does do every light in the spectrum. So basically every color you can possibly think of, multiple brightnesses for that same color, as well as turning off and on, right? Pretty simple. It also comes unscrewed on both the stands, so you can put it on top of another stand or anything else in your setup. The next thing is a microphone. Now this is a shotgun microphone, and it sits on the top of any device, and you take it off here with this windsock that it comes with, so perfect for outside kind of recording. It also has this stand that it comes with that slips right into either the stand next to me here on the monitor, or as well the stand like on your camera. So any kind of device it'll hook into, slide, and then use the screw to kind of clip it in place. So it's a useful microphone. We're actually gonna do a test right here, and I'll cut to that in a second. So I did have to get a little close to test this microphone effectively for the shotgun microphone. It doesn't like to be far away. It sounds echoey, faded, whatever. Had to get kind of close to the camera. So if this is the closeness you're going for, that's totally fine. It should work just fine for you. But keep in mind that this isn't a premium microphone. This is a good for the price microphone in a bundle. It does sound decent, honestly, for a shotgun microphone. So it is something that could be valuable in vlogging, could be valuable in close-up shots like this. I typically go with a separate microphone so that I can actually be a distance away from the camera, but being this close to it isn't actually a problem at all. It sounds really good. But it's a very decent microphone for the price and the kit and everything you're getting included. So it does come with all the cables and stuff to hook it up to your cameras, and overall it's pretty good. The last thing is this key light. And while it is kind of small, I'll show you in the B-roll here, but it doesn't extend that long, probably goes about to your waist. I'd expect to use it on a tabletop. It does have a diffused light, which is really what you want in any kind of light for your desk for streaming or any content creation. You don't want one that's a harsh LED light. You want the diffused look to it. So the light on this is really nice. Plus the fact that you can, when it's turned on, you can have 3 different tones: a cool tone, a mid tone, and that warm tone to kind of fit all your needs, as well as multiple brightness adjustments. And that's kind of it, but it is a perfect, nice, soft, diffused light. I'd personally use it behind my monitor so that when I'm in meetings and I have to be on camera, that this thing's really making me look pretty. Now there are a few downsides to this entire kit. You can't really piecemeal it, right? So this light is kind of small, and I feel like it's not gonna do much for my room. We're gonna do some tests here in a second. I'll show you what it's like if it was on your background. All right, for the sake of the video, this is the full experience as far as lighting goes. In the background, you see I have the backdrop light on the left here. Left? Is that your right? I don't know. And in front of me, I actually have the light in front right here next to me, just to show you what the lighting soft might look like. Now I'm gonna switch between 3 different tones. This is the middle of the road tone, the one that I like. Here's a super warm tone, and here's the cool tone. So as you can see, it does have a bright effect. This is as low as it goes. This is as bright as it goes. So it's actually really bright. Just right about there has been about what I like. So this is actually using my studio light now, just the front one where this one would actually take place. But anyway, this is kind of what it looked like if you had, you know, the studio lights I have set up in my corners here versus you're actually just, this is thing sitting on your desk. I mean, I kind of like to look the original one, but this one does provide a more uniform and spread out, you know, lighting effect. All right, so this is the full experience using a smartphone. I have the microphone plugged in, I have the cable hooked in, I'm using the light in front of me, and I'm the stand that's built in with it, as well as the little light in the background. So this is kind of what the experience you could expect buying this full kit. I actually really like it. It's actually really good quality, well built. I mean, overall, for the price and for all the accessories you get and everything you can do with it, I think it's pretty good deal. I couldn't pass this up. Good microphone plugged in, your light system's really well. If you have it on your desk and you're just having conversations like this between you and I can definitely see a use case for this in the future and in the near future, even for me. I'll show you some shots about how it looks like all hooked up and all the cables going and the stand and how it's on my desk, so you can kind of set this up for yourself.
but it's just really simple how it all can go together, especially for people with smartphones. I think it's a really good overall experience and something that you should look into. Here's a quick recording using just the built-in microphone of the iPhone, so you can kind of tell the difference. Is it actually worth it getting that separate microphone? I personally think it really is worth it, so it's something you should look into.
So there are some downsides to this kit. I feel like the backlight here does not do that much. It's way too small, way too narrow. It doesn't give you that wide cast you need to make anything kind of look good in your room. I have designed floodlights in my room that I use for both of my monitors and behind it, and kind of add some ambience in my room. This thing can't handle a candle to it, so it's just a little bit too small. But otherwise, the design and thought process behind it was actually really good. The actual stand on this is really inconvenient. Now, granted, you can take this thing apart, attach it to something else, so it's not a big deal, but you are paying for the stand. And on the stand, you have this really short thing, so you can't use it when it's not on a table or mounted to something else that it didn't come with. And the cable's kind of an awkward length. So I've been testing this out, and there is actually a magnet on the back of this little remote here, and it kind of sits right on the base. You might think that's a really smart design, that's really cool. Except this cable here is a lot longer than what is really needed to hit the base. What I'd recommend they do is make the cable just short enough to hit here and put all the extra length onto this cable, because it can't really reach anywhere of value unless it's right next to the outlet. So the cable's a little short and it's built in, so you can't replace it. It's another downside, but this phone holder is actually really sturdy. And I've actually really liked the phone holder on this, because you can turn this knob here, get this turned like that. You can have your phone in both different directions, and even take this off and put the phone on it instead entirely. So it's kind of a useful feature overall. But again, this whole thing has to be on a desk or on top of a table because it's just not tall enough. If you want to check out this actual Beamo kit, is a link in the description down below. I recommend, if you're just getting started, have an exact layout in your office or recording room to have this thing stand somewhere. But if it's intended to be on the floor, I think it's a little too short and you should pass. The microphone, however, is pretty decent. I actually think this is a really good quality shotgun microphone if you're up close and personal. If it's far away, like how my camera is, you're not really going to do the job. Close personal vlog style, or something just really close and personal like I did in the example of this video, that is definitely the thing to go for. Oh, and thank you for all the recent subscribers who've been checking out the channel with all my videos. We're going really strong here, and we're hoping to hit 2,600 by the end of October. Heck, maybe we can hit 3K by the end of the year. I have quite a few more videos lined up, so I think that you should definitely hit subscribe. Definitely hit the like button if you want to see more content and see more videos about keyboards. The one I have, I can't really show you yet. More microphones, maybe some cameras, or other tech for your setup or anything else. Thanks for watching Liquid Strike Tech, and I'll catch you in the next one.